Welcome to the Vibe Room. Today's topic is boss friends and do women really support other women? I'm your host Simone. This is my girl Free, my girl Mimi, my other beautiful co-host Lucci, and my special guest of the day, Miss Becky with the good hair. So Miss Becky.
What up, though?
Yes, okay. So my girl Becky, she's a cannabis entrepreneur straight out of Detroit, Michigan. You know, tell us a little about yourself, your journey, you know, how you got started on this cannabis, you know, journey that you have. So.
Yes. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
I love Atlanta. I'm just living here. I'm in Detroit. Our brand is Calyxeum. We have a wholesale cultivation and processing brand, soon to be retail and consumption lounge next year in the city of Detroit. So we really doing a lot of great things, and we're doing a lot of great things in the community too, buying up blocks, rebuilding homes, building community gardens, teaching people how to grow weed. So we're doing a lot of great things, and I really started in cannabis out in LA, consulting, growing, selling weed. I was just doing whatever I needed to do to get into the industry, because I knew a couple years down the line it was going to be this multi-billion-dollar industry, and I'm like, I want some of that. You know, the type of money you can make in cannabis is like crazy in comparison to other industries. And we not really in the industry, you know, black people, we not in the legal cannabis industry. We so focused on the streets.
Yeah.
So, but there's a tremendous opportunity legally. So I just used my foresight, and now we here, you know, legal states, 5 states just went legal on Tuesday. We got over 11 recreational states, over 33 states with medical programs. So obviously people like weed, you know, and obviously the opportunity is there. Other countries have legalized, so it's exciting. And I think more people that look like us should be in the industry, especially women. So that's what I'm real passionate about, going around educating women, especially black women, about how to get into the cannabis industry.
Now, do you think you get a lot of support, like there are a lot of support for minorities or for women in general, you know, to be in the cannabis industry, or do you feel like you have like challenges or?
Yeah, unfortunately, I have experienced not some positive reactions from other women of color. You know, they just, some of them are very judgmental, or they think you lying about what you doing, or, you know, I just noticed it. Or they're like stingy. They like, no, we're in the industry, we don't want you to be. They just have this sense of being stingy, like it's not enough money for everybody to be wealthy, you know, for everybody to have their business. So, but I noticed that with women in general, whether it be in cannabis, fitness, whatever the industry is, I just think a lot of time women be hating on other women for some reason.
So you don't really, so as far as the whole movement that women are starting, like as far as like women support women, empower other women, do you feel like that's something that's, you know, really happening, or do you feel like that's just a fad, a saying?
You know, I do think it's some people out here that's real, but like in everything, it's people that's acting like they doing stuff. You know, that's why social media is so popular. People taking pictures of their best moments in life, or taking pictures and putting mad filters on it. So people always acting like they got something going on, or they doing something, but they really not supporting. They may make a post, support black women or whatever, but when the last time you bought from her business, or, you know, so, or gave her advice, you know, took her out to dinner, you know,
whatever, yeah,
you know, told other people about her business so she can get other clients, you know. So I think people really need to redefine what support is.
Yes.
It's not just a hashtag. It's just not making a post on Instagram.
That's true.
You know, and I think men too. You know, black women, we're the fastest growing segment of entrepreneurs in America. So we already have the ambition to start a business. We're the fastest growing segment, and we're the most successful. However, we get the least amount of funding from VCs, from investors, and we get the least amount of support from our community.
That's true.
So we have the ambition. I mean, you know, we super women. You know, some of us are single moms, and we working, and we going to school, and we hustling, doing lashes, you know. So we got the ambition, but we don't really have the support. And most of the time, the support comes from people that don't look like us. I've got a lot of support
from strangers. Yeah.
Yeah, from like my attorneys, for instance, they have really been a godsend. They white from the country, and they just really just want to see me and my black partner, you know, succeed. Okay. And I haven't got that. Like, you know, I've been taken advantage of by this black woman attorney. A couple
crazy?
of them actually.
How a lot of times you get taken advantage of from your own people.
Yeah.
Like that's just so crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Cause it's like that's why I'm definitely not racist, because I've definitely experienced, you know, a white person or a Spanish person or whatever, so be nicer or be more genuine than, you know, a person of color like me or whatever. Like it's sad, because you really think about it, that's why you don't see a lot of black movements or whatever. Like this is great that we did these, you know, past protests or whatever, so that was great. That was a good thing to see in some aspects or whatever, but it's like, okay,
I just don't think a lot of times black people can stay together for the long.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem, because it's like now.
That's what I think.
It's like, okay, now we see what's going on or whatever and stuff. But yeah, you know, a lot of them speaking up, but it's like, okay, so where's the next movement?
Or they start hating, like, oh, dang, she in love now. Oh, I liked her when she was single and always had time for me. Oh, damn, she making real money now. She Hollywood.
That's not to be on no, like,
you know,
slavery shit, but that's how they made us. If you do your research,
exactly.
You know, like they got us like that, which is kind of sad, like, you know, because they have us like that. They enslaved us. They did all these things to us,
put us against
each other, because they don't. It's like you have your business, I have a business. It's just like, why? What would stop me from shining light on you that I want? Right. Like, you know, like me growing up and my family, like they always teach me to, like, whatever you want, that's what you give, right? So if I give you support, right, why you can't support me? Like, you know, it should be that simple, but it's not, because instead of people saying, all right, we could collab together and let's get this money, people want to be like, oh, I gotta be the one. Yeah, like it's okay to be the one helping the one too, because we all can win. Like you know what I mean? Like everybody. Like everybody want to be the Beyonce in the group, but they're not. Every day.
We saw that. We saw that in the pandemic. Trillions of dollars like that. So,
but it's like everybody want to see you win, but when you really win, it's like, well, how you there and I'm not. So
that's a competition now.
So so that's when it's like, oh nah, I ain't gonna support her because she's gonna be better than me. But why? Because we can all win together. So why not just come together? We can be a dynamic force. But no, now we gotta compete, and nobody's gonna win in that situation. And it's like,
but there's always some people that do be like funny about giving out info.
Knowledge sharing.
Knowledge
sharing
like,
is what we lack in the black community, period.
Like,
and the thing about it is nobody wants to learn. Everybody know everything. And the thing about it is nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows nothing.
Knowledge is infinite. So you learn it every fucking day.
So sometimes you gotta just be quiet and let somebody teach you, because somebody that's 20 years younger you can know more than you. And you don't even know that because you don't, I'm older than you, shut up. Like, nah, listen fam, like I'm trying to tell you something. But it's not like that, because it's like, little girl, shut the fuck up. I'm older than you. Like, hold on.
But in other communities, for instance, the Jewish community, they, you know, in their bar mitzvah, for instance, that money that they collect, they purposely save that so they can use that for capital to start their first business.
Right, isn't that
so
great?
they encourage entrepreneurship in the Jewish community. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to your point, when we were slaves 400 years ago, you know, this community, this family that we came from when we were in Africa, we were families, we were a tribe, we were working together.
Village. They
tore us apart, you know, mentally, and slowly but surely we trying to, you know, we got this crab in the barrel mentality, and slowly but surely I think black people
still enslaved, like,
but the crab,
no, we are.
Like, people don't see it, like, it's deep. Like, it's deeper than like they say rap. It's deeper than rap.
But a lot of people don't even know.
They don't see how enslaved they be. Like,
that's the thing, is that a lot of black people don't even notice that they
like, you still a slave. Like, you may not be picking cotton, but you a slave. Some people be a slave to a lot of different things. It gets deep. Yep. like you're a slave, but
I know. I want so much more from my people because we better together. It's a group.
Yeah, but it's just so weird to me. Like me and you, like me. Okay, like I have a supporting brand, right? Stuff that I have a brand that supports different things that says live free and like. So let's say if you sell T-shirts. Quickly in the real world, it's like, nah, I can't fuck with her. Like, excuse my language, like I can't do it because she sells this. It's like if y'all actually probably work together, y'all can probably put some dope designs together that you wouldn't be able to do by yourself. So it's like, and people think like that more than versus like, oh, I can't. Like, all right, cool. Like, for example, I sell workout outfits, maybe like 3 or 4 of them. People send me workout outfits to post. Like, if I was a hater, I would be like, nah, I can't post that because, you know, I have my own brand. But if it's your brand and it's fire, you're going to sell it regardless. Like, you got to treat people how you want to be treated at the same time. Like,
Walmart ain't worried about Target.
Yeah, like, period. It's just like, at the end of the day, if I support someone, like, whether you sell the same thing of me or not, same thing like me or not, like I still know I'm gonna be good because I'm a hustler. Like I'm gonna do what I have to do. Like your business is not gonna stop my business. If anything, we could cross network. Maybe my customers may like orange and yours might like green. You know what I mean? Like like you just don't know. You can't be like that. Like if you have that type of energy, like you really can't. You can't go to the next level because you're so busy and you're scared of what somebody else has. That's kind of like, okay, Simone has her own business, so I'm not gonna work with her because I'm scared that maybe her stuff might be a little bit better, or it's just like that's being a hater. Like, why wouldn't I want to support her so she can support me? And you know, you like, it seems like you almost don't believe in yourself enough that's why you can't support somebody else because you don't know if your stuff is good enough. Like, that's how I see it. Like, if you don't believe in yourself, then you're gonna be a hater and you're gonna be like, oh no, like she's trash. Like but if you feel like if you believe in yourself enough and you know your direction, is kind of like, all right, cool, like, oh, that's fire too. All right, cool, we living free. Okay, we doing that too. Like, you know what I mean? Because you don't have no fear. Like you believe it's gonna pop off. So it's like, that's another thing too that could be it. A lot of people don't have the sauce and they don't really believe in themselves, so it's just like they don't want to support somebody who's doing what the same thing they're doing because they don't really think they could do it.
That's true.
But it's just weird. Like me being like a humble like ex-basketball player, like, and being a pretty woman at that, like I've like recently in my older age, like I just started meeting other pretty women that had their own business and they just really like I've never experienced that, and that's weird. Like being pretty and being a boss is kind of hard because you don't know if girls is kind of come, like I was telling her probably in a conversation, if they trying to come and steal the sauce. Be on their way. They fucking with you because some people will be like underneath you just to see what you got going on. Then when they get the sauce, you done told them how to do this and this and that and be supportive, then they be like, you don't see them no more. So I can see why some minorities would be kind of standoffish, like, nah, I'm not, I work so hard to get where I am and I share you this information and you're gonna try to duck me now.
But that's what like, you know, you gotta know how to identify a leech. That's all it is. Because you shouldn't have a leech around, you got no snakes. Because if you real, you're gonna identify when somebody real, and if they're not real, you gotta just cut them off, like right there. And it's the thing about it is if you a genuine person and you good, you're gonna get good people. And when they bad, you're gonna automatically just follow. Your energy good, they're gonna be good, and they're not. It's gonna eventually you're gonna move away. And if it's bad, if they like that, they need to be away from you. So take what I taught you and move, because like
it's just like, but you can't even really focus like so. Let's say for instance, like if she was to teach me something, right, and say, hey, Crystal, how you do it like this? She probably just taught me because she felt like, all right, cool, I could show her something different that she could do for her business, right? But let's say if she goes and teaches me something, and then now, like, I'm not receptive or I'm not doing what she wants me to do, it's kind of like, oh, she feels like I owe her something. So it's like minorities don't share information like that because they really scared scared that the next person is going to level up and do better than them, or take them out of business when they really could. Like, imagine if certain women on certain levels like do the same thing and they work together, they can really take it to the moon.
But that's why sometimes like when you were saying like the whole you know, sometimes like some people would just come around to leech on what you know and go. Sometimes I don't even get offended by that, because it's just like, okay, you learn something. Like, I don't mind giving out free game. I give out free game to people I don't know. I give it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like giving out free food to me, like to a homeless person. So I just be like, whatever, you gonna take it, you gonna run with it. Like, if you do better than me with it, so be it. Like, I've never, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person that will withhold information or certain things like that. But I know people that have done that to me, like that'll know, and I'll even ask, like, yo, how you know, like you said, if two people got a t-shirt of vendors or whatever, and you know how it is with vendors, it's hard to find good ass vendors when you have any type of company. When it comes to hair, lashes, clothing, whatever. Some people are really like, and I get it, it's a hustle by any means necessary, but some people, like, you could be close to them and they'll be like, oh, well, give me $500 and I'll tell you. Like, people are like that. Like, people really, and see, my thing is, it's like, damn, like, at the end of the day, like, we all, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all can eat. Like, why be stingy with information, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah. It's like that, though, because when I was a bartender, I had a client or a customer that was there, and he was trying to teach me how to build business credit 6 years ago. He lead me all the way to the end, and when I got to the end, he didn't want to tell me. Because
like he left out some info.
Because he didn't believe that I was, like, you know, you're in a club, like, I'm serving drinks. He don't know I'm a college graduate, I got a lipstick line, like, he don't know I'm smart. All he knows is, like, this girl got a nice ass body. Like, he thinking, like, I'm not listening to what he's saying. He's probably drunk giving me the information, but little does he know, I'm going online, like, all right, how to build business credit. Doing everything that he's telling me to do. Then when it gets to the next level, that's when I realize it's just like the information that you want. Like, if you really want it and you want to go in that direction, like, you might have to really go find that shit and really research it, because motherfuckers is just not gonna give you the source. Like, you can't expect just because this person knows it and they like you, they're gonna tell you, like, this guy probably a millionaire and took his whole life to figure that out. You think he just gonna sit here and give it to you because you're ambitious? No, you gotta put in work and you gotta figure it out. So I took it in two ways. Like, it was either like, all right, he didn't want me to be where he was at and he didn't feel like I even understood what he was saying, or three, he wanted me to figure it out for myself, and I did. Like, I figured out how to build my business credit, give me a business credit card, do all this stuff through the research. So it's just like, you got to see it from a different perspective. And sometimes, like, people may give you a little bit of information and they may not give it to you, but if you really want it, sometimes, like, you may not have that support. It's like, that's when you're gonna know how bad you really want the shit. Exactly. Because it's like, that's the actuality. Like, that's the real thing about things. Like, sometimes you may want things and she may know stuff about it, but that doesn't mean she gonna tell me. Like, and it's fucked up. Like, maybe she should tell me because I'm another black woman and she should be supportive, but she probably worked her whole life, like, and bust her ass, like, to get this information. So she just gonna sit here. Like, I get that too, though. Like, you sit here and bust your ass and figure it out, like, you know, how to do all of this, and then, oh, now you want me to just support you and just give you everything. Like, no, you gotta.
You don't work for it like I did.
So it just depends on the circumstances too. So
I mean, I think it's like also two type of people. Like, it's some people that want you to give them information, where we have Google. So if you come to me and say, how do I get in the cannabis industry, I'm gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna ask you some questions to see if you did your research. Right. Because then, like, you come to me an expert, and I feel like you really don't respect my time, because if I was Bill Gates and you had an hour meeting with me, you would come prepared. You would say, hey, Mr. Gates, I looked up this and I have these specific questions. But since you coming to me, another black person, you think you can just, you know, you can just come to me and just like start from A. Like, no, we got so much free game out there that by the time you come to me and I give you an hour of my time, you should have done the research and be like, yo, B, I did all this research. I know how to do this and this. But what I can't figure out is this. Can you help me with this? But that's not what people do. That's not what the moment they find out I'm in cannabis, they just want to come and they just want to just, you know, just
kick it the top.
They want you to give them
But the
everything.
thing about it is, nowadays, it's the mentality of people in general. They want it like a horse. You gotta walk them to the water and help them drink it. Like, nah, like you want me to do all the work? Like, what you come here to do? Like, I don't, like for me, I don't really need this support because the only support you need is really yourself because you only determine the motivation you need is really in here. So, like, because in your darkest hours, the only person who won't really be there is yourself. So, like, you can't really expect someone to give you information that you want for yourself because if you want better, you're going to do better. So, you're going to take the time and effort and all that, everything you need to get it done. But I feel like, and when you see another black woman around you, and you see that she's trying to do something, you just should always support her. Or a black man, anybody around you see don't want to do something better, you should always support them. And not think about like, oh, well, I ain't about to do that because I'm on my own mission. Because when you take the time to help somebody else, you don't even know that person is helping you at the same time.
Yeah, and to play off of that is too, it's like you can't call yourself an entrepreneur and then you don't help other entrepreneurs because it's like at the same time, like, you may think you know everything, you got it in the bag, but you might meet somebody and they may be doing 10 times better than you, and you give them a little information, they may give you a little information. It's give and take. Like, a lot of people feel like, oh, okay, they know everything. Like, oh, I'm making, okay, you may make a couple of thousands or 100,000 a year, but you could probably be making millions if you would have supported Joe. And told Joe, like, yeah, hey Joe, I know how to do this, and then Tom be like, oh, we could do this together. So it's just a different level of thinking, like, you know. And at the same time, if you took your time out to learn something, like you said, and the person comes along and they seem interested, they look like they did their research, why wouldn't you want to help them? Like if they sit there and they trying to ask you from A to Z and you sit there and they didn't do no research, it's kind of like, all right, well,
it's a little disrespectful.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, you know, you didn't even
if they
do
got a
your research.
meeting with a white man, they would have did they would have came prepared.
Yeah.
They would have came on time. They would have put a button-up shirt on. But when they come meet me, they late
because of your skin. You're supposed to just be like, oh no.
What up, homie?
Yeah,
It's the same thing with discounts. They come in your store and they ask for discount. They don't do that at Target.
Right.
No.
And even when you
You
sell,
don't go to Target and ask for a discount.
when you sell
You just
apparel
pay what
too
the
and
price
clothes,
is.
when you sell clothes and stuff, like, I have family members and I have friends that be like me, I'm the type of person, like, I'll give it, but I will let you show me. You know what I mean? If you'll never be like, hey, Crystal, like, then you're going to be cut off with me. I'm not going to say nothing. But I'm going to let you play your cards out, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I have this stuff and I give you this and then now you keep asking, like, I'm going to say no next time, then I'm going to cut you off. But I'm going to let you show yourself. So it's just like, why didn't you ask me to buy my shirt? You buy Louis Vuitton, but you my best friend, but you're my friend and you're all over Instagram all day posting, but you haven't posted my business. So it's just like, do you really, you know, are you really my friend, or
how
really
people
support
will
me?
post like people will post like celebrities they don't even know and like support, and they share congratulating them on something, and like you won't even post your friend business like you said, or like to me it's
It's just like how you even, and then imagine this, because I was telling her this week, like if you see somebody all over, we're in 2020, everybody uses social media. You see somebody all over your story, and then you post something and they don't like it. It's just like, but you're in my story though, like. But like you looking, you see all my stories, so it's like, oh, you don't support me. Like that's how I take it.
You're just trying to be nosy.
Like you're trying to be nosy, but you don't really support me. So I think it's more of people just trying to see what you got going on, and they don't really support you. So
or even just like I've supported people and still notice that they won't even repost my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just be like, you know what? At least I know that I supported you. Even sometimes like when it comes to like people that I don't even fool with, like if I know that they got something going on like a t-shirt printing company or something, like different things, like I will refer people to them. Like I've had people hit me up. Like I print shirts sometimes, just like on some side hustle shit. So I printed some stuff out for somebody's like party or whatever, and posted it. And the person hit me up like, "Hey, could you do this?" And I was just kind of like, you know, I really haven't gotten that far. I haven't learned that stage, and I also need like a certain type of printer, so I just referred them to somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And knowing that me and the person really ain't cool like that, we ain't fly, but I still just did it just off the strength, like. Yeah. And then, you know, and I didn't say nothing to them, nothing. I just was like, you know, go to this person's page, they're dope, like fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but see,
but
that's
people
how
won't
you
do the same for you. You know what I'm saying? Like people won't do the same
but
for you. They're like, oh fuck that, but knowing that you got something going on. And they won't even be like, oh, you should go check her out. None of that. Like,
yeah, because it's like we live in the world where people want all the support, but they don't give it. Like
everybody want to shine.
Like you want to have the friend that's like, oh, take your pictures, but then you don't want to take no pictures. Like what's up? Like it gotta be equal. Like, like you know, you can't want all of this from one person, and then. But at another time too, like I took it personal a lot with family and friends because I be going hard. Like I be going hard, so it's just like if I'm going hard, like y'all see me going hard, why ain't not supporting me? Like I take that to the heart because it's like this is what I want. Like so, I get that people take it personal when you don't get support, but when you don't get the support, you gotta figure out other ways. Like I figure out other ways. Like I really had like I work a part-time job too, just for income, and I really have like people at my job that support me that don't even know me. Like they just work with me. Like these people don't know me from a hole in the world. They're all like, live free. Oh my God. Like when I go to work, oh my God, Crystal, that's amazing. How much is that? Like these people don't even know me, so. When you got people like that, it overweights the other people. It's just like, okay, now now I can never be a racist. Like I have so many white people, all kind of different people support me that don't even know me. Like I just go to work and clock in with them. They don't know me. So it's just kind of weird that actually happens, but you just gotta accept it, and that's how you stay blessed. Like you can't really be looking for getting mad that other people don't support you. Like the energy that you're spending on that, you gotta spend on leveling up and fucking with the people that do support you.
Yeah.
If you're sitting here boo-hooing like, oh my God, my sister, or like dad, oh my God, John didn't support me, and then you wasting time. So that's true.
All right. Okay. So I guess it seems like the moral of the story will we all agree that do women really support other women? She say no?
I say no.
No.
I think they do, but it's selective. It's a smaller percentage.
Selective. It's very selective.
Because with my business, I have 2-3 businesses, and women, all my customers are black women and black men, like literally,
So,
mostly, majority.
it happens.
But it's not from my community. It's not people that I know, that I grew up with, or that I'm familiar with, that it was in the 1 square mile radius that I grew up in. Like, you know, it's people from out of state, or like, you know, it's really
that
weird.
weird to you?
Yeah, because like where I'm from is literally everybody knows everybody.
yeah,
and I know.
so it's like, why wouldn't you support? It
Why
was
wouldn't
like,
you support? And I know they need the services I provide, so they go to other people. Like they will call my phone and ask me for advice about it, or come for a consultation, but then pay somebody else.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
Like
God.
I have friends that literally are my friends, and I will go out and buy their stuff for a price or extra discount, and they'll call me like, oh, can you write a credit letter for me? Cause I need to get this disputed. And I'm like, I no problem, and I'll do it free, cause I'm gonna get my blessings. So you're gonna keep on thinking you're using me, and I'm gonna do that for you, but it ain't gonna be too much longer.
Yeah.
So
I just don't understand why.
Cause it's like some people just I don't know. It's just some people just can't see other people win.
Oh yeah.
Just can't.
But that's just
burn
weird
out.
though, but how does that define you? Like me, I don't have a jealous bone in my body.
I don't
It's
even
like,
think it's that people don't want to see other
How?
people win sometimes. I think sometimes it's like people expect in life from when in reality don't nobody owe nobody shit. You family, friends, whatever, don't nobody owe nobody shit.
Yeah.
And people automatically expect like, oh, you family, so I expect you to do this.
That's my mom.
Even
She
my cousin,
better.
like,
Yeah.
I'm doing a salon, so like I can't do a lot of handy work because I would build the whole fucking salon if I could right now, but I can't. So I called my cousin to come and put up some curtains for me, and at the end I went to go pay him, and he's just like, nah, you good? I'm like, nah, ain't shit free in life. You won't try to hold this over my head.
Right.
No.
Let me get a free cup,
Here you go. Like, yeah, one of them. No. So here you go. Like, you know, I would have had to pay a damn Mexican. So you gotta pay you. I'm gonna pay the same one for the Mexicans.
Yeah.
Period. So, but yeah, like some people, I don't know. I just really think it just be that people expect shit, especially when you family.
Right.
And you just gotta realize, like, don't nobody owe nobody shit.
Yeah, it's a harsh reality. I realized that a long time ago. It's like you can't expect people to do what you would do. That's not how it works. Like just because you'll be like, oh, with your stuff, like you're supportive, doesn't mean that other people feel like that. Which I think they fucking should. Like what the fuck, like you know, it's just like why, like what's wrong with you?
Everybody ain't got the same heart.
Yeah. Okay. So, alright, so I guess we're all in agreement. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to social media tea. You know, the tea of the week is, y'all know it's election week. Y'all know it's election week.
Who is the president? Who's in the president?
I mean,
We still don't know.
I think we need to
still
get
don't-
divorced and need to be single for 4 years.
Oh, I like that. Single for 40 years.
And I think that every state should just govern their state.
Let the governor. Wouldn't that be different? Let the governor.
I think
the governors.
I think like you know how
But
when
you know,
break
they
out,
don't be
you need
too
a
lit.
mental
We already
break.
out
I think
there.
we
And they
need
don't be
to
lit.
They need to just let Keisha be the president.
Yeah.
Keisha be the president. Stop.
Like I had a nightmare. Woke up like it was gonna be whites only at the restaurant.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I just feel like it's
But you know, in New
2020.
Jersey, there's a lot of rallies going on. So Trump rallies, and they're blocking the parkways. So like we can't like what's the highway we came on? Which one?
Turnpike.
No, like
85.
Yeah, imagine 85 is being blocked off, and there's a whole bunch of cars. And it's Trump people with the Trump flags and the Confederate flags.
Yeah.
That's how it is in Jersey right now.
I
Like
seen-
literally all over.
I seen that.
And
those
there's no,
Trump
it's no,
signs are-
it's no official stopping it. There's no cops coming like go home. No.
Yeah,
So, like,
the cops be allowing them Trump
Yeah.
niggas to do
Well,
what
they're
they
gonna
want.
have a
it's-
rude
it's-
awakening
it's
this
crazy.
year. They're gonna have a
I'm
rude
telling you.
awakening because
So you think Biden won?
Biden?
We about to see. Let's see what's going on.
I just feel like
Right now.
I feel like people are
Tomorrow.
just choosing him because
I don't know,
have
but they,
any
you know,
options.
they keep determining states. Like he just won Michigan and Wisconsin.
He's winning on the blue states.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
about
the thing about it is the
Pennsylvania, but he
electoral
need
votes
Pennsylvania.
that- I mean, it still
Trump
says
is winning
mine
is more
still
in the
says
states.
264
To
for
214.
Biden to 214.
No,
So, I mean,
he
Trump
almost
is
saying,
down.
is it still, they saying
Trump
there's
is down
50,000 missed
50.
votes though. They said there's 50,000 missing
Yeah,
votes.
because the president is trying to sue
Listen.
what Georgia and Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
He's trying to
Like-
sue what?
Yeah,
The
he's
state.
suing. This man is suing.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna.
Because-
Listen, my opinion is they scared to tell Trump he ain't the president no more. That's my
Pack your
opinion.
shit.
They scared to
say
tell that nigga because he probably knows some shit. Like
He gonna-
That's why I ain't gonna lie. Whenever they do announce, that's why I ain't really planning on doing too much this goddamn weekend. But I just know Monday when they do the final announcement, I ain't
You
going
think it's
nowhere.
gonna be a lot of?
I ain't going
Unrest.
nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
Atlanta is crazy. You know these motherfuckers is retarded.
I ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
Motherfuckers is gonna be outside, probably looting again.
Yeah.
All I gotta
Yeah,
say
I
is
feel
whoever
like-
got the
No.
Chanel and Dior bags, holla at me. Cartiers.
Right.
The Folexes, where y'all at?
Get the Cartier store while you at it, okay?
Don't forget.
No, for real.
Alright, okay. Look.
It's just sad that we even have to like live in the. This
But what, I just
country.
feel like either or we don't know right now. So it's just like we don't know where we're
In
at right
limbo.
now in the
We're in the
world.
matrix.
Look, I voted for Easy,
Imagine
goddamn.
that.
I voted for Easy.
He wasn't on the ballot.
I'll fuck with y'all. You know I am. But I still love you.
You said Yeezy for president?
Yeah.
Right. At
But
this-
I'm not
at
even
this
gonna lie.
point,
What did y'all think? What was y'all first reaction when Lil Wayne walked out with Trump?
Oh, I don't even watch it. 'cause,
Lil Wayne, I didn't see that, but I seen
I know his dreads is
Lil
dying.
Pump. When you call that nigga Lil Pimp.
What?
Y'all didn't see where Trump called out. Trump called Little Pump to the stage and called that nigga Little Pimp.
No.
Wow,
that's the
Lord,
president,
that was the and then clearly they was in his headphone like, sir, it's Pump. And he switched it up and was like, Little Pump. Then the nigga
my
come on there to buy
God.
some. What he say? MAGA 2020. What? Boy,
Oh my
Little
God.
Pump need to
That
sit
nigga's
his
probably
little ass
high or
down the
something.
fuck down. Okay. Somebody need to get that nigga. He about to be the next Tekashi because he wild.
Oh yeah.
He wildin'.
We ain't doing. Yeah, we not dealing with him. But yeah, I don't know, child.
My face is like showing the feeling of disgust. Thinking
Yeah, it's just like at this point.
Just throw the whole year.
I
I
just
ain't gonna lie. I don't care.
America,
I didn't
let's put it
vote, so
together.
that's why I really don't want to get into the politics.
You didn't
But what
vote.
I will
Like, I feel like
say
that's
is, no, I did not vote. Don't y'all judge me, cause you know I haven't voted since Obama first. Okay,
Oh, wait.
so in 08. So that was the first time I could vote.
Obama.
So I was just like, after that, I feel like both of the presidents suck. Both of the candidates suck. Let me rephrase that. And that's just how I feel. So I just didn't want to vote. Like, just like, come on, what are you're giving us a pedophile or a racist or both? Like, come on, I'm good.
Or fake.
Look,
Like,
I'm be honest.
Like,
I'm be honest.
Trump is an honest motherfucker.
That's what I'm trying to
I will
say.
say that. At least he letting y'all motherfuckers know he racist, he a pussy grabber, he's a womanizer. Like, he'll let y'all know everything.
Yeah,
like,
right. Exactly. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm curious. Like, it's kind of crazy to see how this election is gonna go. Because I feel like I was just telling Free. You know, we've had the president for the past 4 years. We know what we get with the president. We know what fuck shit he on. Like, we already know that, you know, it is what it is. This month he gonna do what the fuck he wanna do when he wanna do it or whatever. But
he gonna tweet about that shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I kind of, and it's like, I'm not saying I agree with his policies and nothing like that, but I kind of can appreciate his character as far as his arrogance.
That's what I
kinda
said.
his, you know, tell it like it is, type
Exactly.
or whatever, and post a motherfucker being so sneaky. Because to be honest, I don't trust Biden either.
I don't trust that nigga
So it's
either.
like, Biden is the unknown. There's too much stuff coming out about Biden.
And then it's like, he look like he got Twitter fingers
I don't
too with
know.
that whole Biden. Okay, that joke was funny, but it's like, nigga, okay, now you tweeting, like, now you on your Trump shit. How we don't know you ain't just as petty as this, and you older. You probably he's older than Trump, so you probably even more.
He's taking
racist than
advantage
this
of the black supporters too, because it's like, all right, now y'all going to vote for him. Now y'all make him the president. Then he on the Confederate flag.
Because you always gotta remember.
Like, y'all don't know. Like, we don't know what this guy's really on. Just because he's behind Obama, quote unquote, doesn't mean that he's not a racist.
Right.
Like all of them motherfuckers.
How y'all know they didn't force Obama to act like he was with him?
Exactly.
Obama don't fuck with none of them niggas.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I just feel like he just
Right.
be trying to pull the black card a lot. Like,
Yeah.
like he's like playing on it. It's just like,
shit,
it's okay. Like, at the end of the day, if I was white, I would have just been white, and they would have had to accept me. Like, yo, I'm white. What's up? Like, I'm white. Like, I'm not gonna try to like play on another race to get in. Like, to get in as the president, because that's not going to make like get you in. Like, you gotta be real.
Right.
I feel like he's playing on the black culture because he knows those are voters that he needs.
Right,
So it's just
right.
like who's gonna be the real Biden when he's done? Like, who are you? What are you gonna do for us?
Another key factor I'm always thinking about too, because like I was a political science major and stuff, so I thought I was gonna be a lawyer and all that pre-law. But you know, these presidents that was born for this shit, that was bred for this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were groomed for this. Trump was not groomed for this.
At all.
At all.
He was
out the
never
network.
supposed to be president. Never supposed to be president.
I thought it was a joke.
Me too.
It was exactly. So that's the problem. That's why so many people are against him in the political world. Like, it's like, fuck, why is this motherfucker here? Like, he not listening to us. He doing what the fuck he want to do. That's why in a little while I'm like, shit.
Control.
I kind of respect him in a lot of ways. Like, okay, this motherfucker
Nigga came from nothing, came to motherfucking
exactly, or whatever. like them bankrupt, so many.
That's why we need
stuff
Yeezy
like
in that.
So
bitch.
it's
If y'all
kind of like
Trump
I'm like another thing with Biden. Like okay, like
mentally unstable.
you come from this political background and stuff, so it's like you're a part of that agenda. You're a part of that agenda of what the fuck is supposed to be going on. Whereas y'all don't like this curveball motherfucker, which is Trump, just doing what the fuck he want to do when he want to do it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like he is ignorant,
But he's unhinged though. He can't be a leader of a country.
He wasn't supposed to be
without respect.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
He has no class.
A leader is supposed to portray hope for people. You know, especially in a democratic, country. And that's what he lacks, and that's what Obama was really great at, is giving people hope. You have to bring people together because in a country that's majority middle class, people struggle with shit. So when they see their leader on TV or whatever, they want them to be speaking kind words, not talking about women in a feminist way or talking about Mexicans in a disrespectful way or Arabs in a that's fucked up to be talking about people like that.
Because he's not supposed to be the president. He has no class.
We are all Americans. No matter if you're Arab, Mexican, Nigerian, we are Americans. If you was born here, you're American. Just because you're not
if
white,
you're not an
you're
American, you should still respect them as a human.
He don't be having no respect.
And
that's not cool.
He's an
American.
That's not
human.
cool. And I think he encourages other people to be like that. And it's not cool for people not to respect people. I think equality is what we should be. No matter your race or who you love, we should just accept everybody. Everybody being racist and sexist is so out of style. It get on my nerves.
Yeah.
Like you talking about somebody because of their skin color. That's so like.
It's just who's to say that your skin color is better than mine? Like that's some old school.
People get
shit.
tans and all type of shit to change their skin color.
That's
true.
true. And people bleach their skin.
It shouldn't be a factor at all.
But it's true. I tell her that all the
is-
time about working with white people. They feel like they're not trying to be. I work with all kind of people. I know all kind of people. I can never be a racist. Let's get that clear. But a lot of them feel privileged. They feel privileged that they're in their mind. They think that they're better than you, and you get the vibe. Sometimes people may think you're tripping, you're crazy, but you can get that vibe from certain privileged white people. They feel like they're your boss. You ever work with somebody and y'all do the same thing, but they telling you what to do? It's because they feel like they're superior of you because of the color of their skin.
That's not even white do that. Some people that's black do that. Some people that's Indian do that. Some people that's Russian do that. But it's all about perception too, because you can see somebody for the first time and because they white, they gonna be this way, because they about to be ghetto. So it's all how you perceive people too, because some people be like, oh no, she's not educated because she got braids in her hair, or because she got locks, or because she got pretty hair. Ain't no way she can be smart. So it's all about perception too. So they look at you like, oh, this black girl, they gonna be mean to you first off the rip, because you don't know nothing, because this is a black girl that's coming in here, so I'm about to teach her everything that I know. But you come in here like, oh no, boo boo, I know this already. You don't gotta teach me. So then they're like, oh, okay. Then maybe if you're nice with it, like, oh no, I know it already. Let's sit down and talk. Then it'll be better. But the environment already be hostile for them to be ripped because you're looking at my skin and I'm looking at your skin. So now we already at the environment, the climate. Now we all
that's weird. It's just weird to me because I grew up. My mom is African American. My dad's Puerto Rican and West Indian, probably Indian. I'm probably mad racist. I've never had a racist bone. My parents are not like that. My dad's hardworking, my mom's a hustler. They work they never been racist towards. They never taught me that. I work with white people. I play basketball with all kind of different people. I never looked at somebody else's skin. How is it that you treating somebody else away because of their skin? How what do y'all treat teaching y'all kids? Because I don't know that kind of to me. I'm just now really seeing racism because even growing up in the Bronx and all that, my parents never taught me anything like that. I don't see color. I don't know. I never heard white motherfuckers. You know how older people are African Americans that's older, they say crackers. I never experienced none of that. So it's just when I see that shit now, it's oh wow, what is happening?
That shit's
what's wrong with y'all? My parents is hippies. They didn't teach me none of that. They just told me like, yo, you gotta do something or you're gonna be a bum. Like, like you better get her shit. Like, like that's it. So it's like when I see other people, it's just like to me, I'm like in shock. Like, oh, but my older brother and my other siblings is like, Crystal, well, where the fuck you been at? Because they've been racist. Like everybody been racist, and where you been at? You been in La La Land? It's just like I haven't experienced it. Like I can't. Like I can't relate to what other people relate to. I don't know what that's like.
Corporate America for 7 years, but it didn't change how I treat people, because how you treat people is like how we gonna get back. So I'm gonna treat you mean, because you treat me mean. It ain't gonna get me nowhere. So treat me like shit, and I'm gonna keep on excelling. So what is it like? I'm gonna get you mad, but I just keep on doing what I gotta do.
I kind of like people jump when they see me, because you know I'm tall. So like
they personally,
like they jump and they be like they come around the corner and they'll be like, and I'm like, I start being funny and start jumping too. Like, bitch, like, what are you jumping for?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you think I'm gonna rob you? I don't want what you got.
You're not even fly.
Yeah, it's like you gotta stop playing around with them. Like, oh, you
That's
jumping.
why it don't even bother me no more, because I'm just like up here on this vibration, and I'm like, whatever. Like,
down there,
it's just like you down
Like,
there worrying about petty shit. I don't even want to even know you if you worried about petty shit. So now it don't even bother me. So you know, people evolve. I evolved.
That's alright.
But we definitely should support each other more and stop being haters. Like, come on, guys.
Oh yeah, I'm all
Like,
for
I'm
it.
all for it. It's
I
just
don't
like,
hate on nobody.
you like, it's okay. You could be like women. I just feel like, come on, man. You could be cute. It could be other cute girls in the room. You don't gotta be the only one. Like,
Yeah.
come on, like,
People
chill
just
out,
be
like, relax.
Just natural born haters though sometimes. Just like that comment, like I'm opening up a nail shop and the girl made a comment like, oh, why she got a shop? Like, why would that be your first response to somebody telling you that Lucci opened up a shop?
Yeah.
Like, most people, like, my reaction would have been like, oh shit, that's what's up, tell her congratulations.
Yeah.
Like, some people just be weird. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
they don't even get it. They
just
secretly hate themselves. and
They
miserable
get like they're
themselves.
miserable themselves, so they don't know how to show love
Yeah.
and show support and
Yeah, but I feel like for me, for instance, like, you know, I'm happy, you know, I have a good life, I'm happy, or whatever and stuff, so I be wanting people around me to be happy. Like, every friend I have, like, I'm so supportive of you. You tell me you got some shit going on, I'm so supportive you really got some shit going on, opposed to you asking me for shit all the time, right? Like, not that I won't help you, but if you're a motherfucker that is like, you know, you got, like my whole friends, for instance, you out here fucking all these dudes or whatever and stuff, but at the end of the day, and you might even have these nice bags, so you might even have nice bags, but man, you ask these folks, boy, pull out a stack real quick, what?
I was telling her about that the other day.
What?
I said, don't think because they got the
The
million
bag,
followers, they got
yeah.
the bag.
Ooh.
No,
I work with a lot of models. I work with a lot of models when I just, and man, you
They be
surprised.
broke.
Yeah, you be surprised. You see somebody,
you
you
got
think
over
they got a
100K followers, and you, like I said, you ask them to pull out a stack, and it's not.
Yeah, you ask them, how about even pay for a drink while you waiting for a section? Like,
Yeah.
they will sit there and be thirsty. Like, I want to drink. If I can't drink, if I can't buy
You
me a
can
drink, I ain't
buy
gonna
me
go
a
nowhere.
drink.
Buy
Just
your
stay my
drink.
broke ass home. And
Right.
okay, and we're going how not to be broke.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, but I pay for it.
Motherfucking club.
Right.
Oh, I
And
will-
that's another thing too. Like, you know, they might be big influencers, so that they get all the free clothes or whatever. So they can look at fly.
And then
around.
they get used to that. They
Mhm.
get used to the people that trying to start a business and giving them free shit and think that they supposed to come to you. Like, I know hairstylists that, you know, my cousin, she do nails. Like, she's had celebrities come to her, but they just feel like it's on their time, how they want it, how much they want to pay, and like shit like that. Or can you do it for like a post? I'll repost you. Like,
Yeah.
if I want
Just like,
to,
no matter if you Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian, I still gotta pay these light bills and pay this rent in here.
okay.
So, like, and maybe one Kim a month. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. It's just crazy. Like, yeah. So I don't know. Shout out to all the black women that's out there doing their thing and like trying to open up your business and just really just pushing forward, you know, for entrepreneurship and like, and even if you're not, like, even I understand that sometimes it's hard. Like, you might want to become boss, you might want to you might want to become an entrepreneur or whatever. But maybe another thing too is what we also got to also remember is that everybody ain't meant to be a boss. Everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur. Sometimes you got to have a worker or whatever and stuff like that. You need the workers or whatever. Like, and it's okay. And it's okay to be a worker. It's okay to know like, hey, I don't want to be the leader. I just want to be the best that I can be and help you out or whatever and stuff. Yeah. And I appreciate those people too, because it's like you need them. You need that team. You need that team.
Yeah. It's just like everybody want to be the boss so bad.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah. Because everybody want to be the chief or whatever. No one
yeah, but sometimes it be like the people that be helping the boss be winning too. Like
exactly.
Like,
exactly.
You know, like
you gotta learn.
Yeah.
But you gotta have a solid team because sometimes it's hard to find people that actually see your vision how you see it. Sometimes people are half-ass, you know, like, and you paying them to work with you and they'll half-ass your shit, and it's just like, no, like, this is my vision, this is how I want to do it. Do it as if you believe in me. So
they gotta know that
if you win, I'm gonna
win. They gotta be excited about your project as much as
exactly. And sometimes it is hard because it's like you know that you might be the type that know that like if you win, they gonna win, but they don't have that mindset. They're stingy, so they automatically thinking like, oh, if she win, she might, you know what I'm saying? You know how some people are. So yeah, so like you said, they'll be on some like what's in it for me. Not realizing like what. I already had like one thing about NBA Youngboy, what he said in his song, like all my friends got trust funds. Like that's some real nigga shit. Like whether it's your shooter, your right hand man, whatever. Like even though sometimes you can't just always like fish for niggas. Like you know what I'm saying? You gotta teach them and see how they do. But if they loyal and they been there for you, like I feel like you should always help look around you.
Yeah, like why would you want to be the only one making money?
Okay,
exactly.
It's just like people don't think like that too. Like you got friends, you hanging out with him. Oh, that's cute, Kiki. But at the end of the day, why? You know, I don't want to be the only one that got money.
Yes, we should motivate.
I want to be around some. I want to be around some other people that got money. Maybe I want you to buy some drinks sometimes. Like, it's like, well, I gotta always pay.
Exactly.
It's like you, like you want to be around like people like that.
Bitches to be together. Like I'm all for it. I want my team. Like anybody that's around me, if I can motivate you, you can motivate me. Like you said, we come up with creative ideas together. Like I am all for it or whatever.
I wish more women would be like that because it's like I've experienced a lot.
It's very hard.
It's very hard. It's very hard being in the industry and you being a model, entrepreneur, you know, any type of artist, like whatever it is that you are, and then you're trying to, you know, put yourself out there, but you're not getting the support because, and it won't even be probably because your shit is trash. It'd probably be like because they really hate it.
Yeah,
and it'd be sad because you can look at your.
Isn't it funny on Instagram when a person that you know though you don't really fuck with, like they ain't gonna like shit on your page, but they watching that story though. They watch every story that y'all be like, I just be in there laughing. I'll be like, Instagram is so funny.
Instagram be really showing people ass though, because I done had hella family members that I know y'all don't fuck with me, I don't care. But I had hella family members, I'm seeing them in my stories. I've never seen them like, oh, but y'all watch me every day, but y'all haven't reposted one thing that I'm trying to sell.
Yeah.
But we family. Like, come on now, cut it out.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm saying,
right.
And not that you gotta be on Instagram all day waiting for a post, but it's just simply showing somebody that you see is hustling and trying to get it support because you want the same thing. It's very simple. It's not really mathematics. Like,
that's true. That's crazy.
Like, you know.
Alright, so I guess we'll move on to our last segment of the day. Okay, so welcome back. Now we're back to our favorite part of the show, Pandora's Box. You know, this is where we get nice and juicy. We keep it all the way real in the vibe room. So, since I have my special guest of the day, you know, Miss Becky, my cannabis entrepreneur over here. You know, I'm going to go ahead and let you do the honors of answering the first question. After you answer your question, you know, we are able to chime in, and then you can pass the box to whoever you want to pass it to.
Fantastic.
All right, so choose whatever question you want. Yep, just read out loud.
Could you be friends with someone who effed? who fucked your boyfriend or girlfriend before you met them? No.
Yeah, who does that?
I don't think so. No. No.
Like a baby mama.
It all. I feel like it depends on the situation. Like, what if you didn't know?
What if y'all are already friends and all of a sudden, like, you know,
Well, that's just
or maybe y'all just
awkward.
became, like, maybe y'all just became friends within the last year, everything going good and cool,
And then you find
and
out.
then you meet this dude, you start going on dates with the dude or whatever, you start liking the dude, you tell her, you know, you might be telling her like, hey, I met this dude, and,
Oh, she be like,
and then when she
oh.
find out, she like, oh.
Okay, so
Yeah, used to be somebody she was fucking with for however long. Like, you know, ain't nothing going on now.
It depends on the situation. Like, if they were
if
really,
they was really
yeah,
together,
like if they were together, like people use the
Nah.
word together too, like loosely, just
Well,
like
yeah, 'cause
friends.
Cause some people,
It's like if y'all just fucked, then y'all just fucked. Okay,
Keep it
like
at that.
it was
Just
just
tell
that.
the truth.
But if y'all were actually dating and in a relationship, then that's something different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But there's a lot of girls out. It's a lot of girls that can have sex with no string attached. So they be like, "Girl, right, do what you do. I don't give a fuck."
Yeah.
Like they don't care about it. Like, you know,
It's just
so.
your maturity level. I don't think mine's is that high. I'm not fucking with it. Like, that's too much. Like, I'm not trying to, like, first of all, you done been in areas I've been at. I don't, like, that's,
I don't know. I don't know if I
I'm
would
doing
stop being a girlfriend. I would just probably stop. Like if I like the girl, I probably just stop talking to the dude. Like I'm like, oh, okay, you smashed them. Oh, okay, cool. Cause it's the same thing. Like it's the same thing where I've had a couple homegirls that might have, like, let's say it's a celebrity or somebody that I might like. Oh, I like this rapper. I like this actor. I think he's hot. Whatever. And then let's say like. My friend, one of my friends, I'm like, oh girl, yeah, I smashed him at this party or whatever, and I'm like, oh, you stopped up. Oh damn, you fucked the fantasy.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I am. I'm fucking the fantasy now. I don't even
literally.
I now know you, nah, bitch. I don't want to taste you two and him. Like now I'm good.
Chicken filter.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I leave it alone.
What if
It's
it's
just
a
the
baby
world's
mama?
too small.
Oh, it's a baby mama. It's definitely like.
You can't be cool. I can't be cool.
It's a-
I definitely can.
I feel like the world is too small. Like,
Welcome
our
to the show.
private areas should be separate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to share what I'm sorry. I don't want to.
No, definitely.
I don't want to share it, and I don't want to be, you know, you can just go over there, and I'm going to go over here. I'm one of those people.
It's enough men in the world. So,
Yeah.
it's
Not
like-
really though. Women outnumber men, so.
yeah.
Only in Atlanta.
But it's a lot of lesbian women. So.
There's a lot of gay ass undercover niggas.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Especially in Atlanta.
Right, I give up.
Right.
I just feel like you gotta be on some real mature shit to do that.
You on the
'Cause
down.
it's like the girl might be cool as hell. Like, it's not her fault she smashed the homie or,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, she ain't know.
I've been around people that I thought were my friends that was fucking my nigga like that I was with at that time.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know. And then when I found out, it's just like, all right, whatever. Like, bitches don't be around me. I just couldn't be around me no more. But like, if it was like unbeknownst, if I didn't know, it probably would be normal. But when I found out, it was like, man, get the fuck away from me. Like, and they did it for years. I was like going on for years. And like it was a couple months.
Because you
Years.
just never know when they're gonna go back. Like,
Yeah.
like once something occurs, it's possible it can occur again. Why I just don't want to be a part of that. Like,
Exactly.
like I don't want y'all sitting here and then now y'all reminiscing and then now I'm gonna have to kill both of y'all. Like, I can't, like, you know what? Like, everybody got time now. Like, so you know what? Let's avoid all of this.
Alright, so who do you want to place the box to? Okay. Free.
Alright, let's see what's up. Alright, wrong way? Alright, what's up? Craziest sexual requests.
Craziest sexual
Oh, no.
request.
I'm pretty. See, my boyfriend loves me, so I get away with a lot of stuff. I do whatever I want. Whatever I don't want, we not doing.
What? Okay. Now you know what? Okay, forget boyfriend days. What's about the Crystal Ferrari days? What the Crystal Ferrari days?
Crystal Ferrari days, I was a whole tomboy. I looked like a whole sex symbol when I was in college trying to get money. I was not even.
Okay, well,
fucking
give
like that.
us what is your request? I know everybody's had some
Absolutely.
type of crazy sexual
Crazy
request. You was
request.
like, nigga, what? You didn't ask me to do that. Say it again.
I'm trying to think.
Maybe, okay, my college boyfriend, I think we had sex in my dad's Jeep.
That's
I mean, it was a request because I wanted it right now, but I mean, that's the kind of craziest thing. I don't know. I'm not really kinky like that.
Okay. She's like, I ain't
kinky. Like, I don't know. I do not like what the fuck.
I said a request. I didn't think you actually had to do it. A request is a request. Like someone might have asked you something crazy.
Somebody asked me something crazy,
like and sexually. You're not saying you actually did it, but you know, you might have.
But somebody asked me something crazy, like
that's the question. Like, what's the sexual request? That not saying.
Oh, some guy. Okay, all right.
Not like you actually did the crime or you went through with it. Like it was just.
I had a guy. I actually broke up with him. He asked me to. He asked me to like fuck him in the ass.
That's not there. Now we go. There we go.
Okay. Like I get it, but I mean I don't be fucking niggas in the ass. So
he went
like,
you like with a
that's what
like with a dildo.
Like he asked me to stick my finger like.
He wanted to play with his ass. But you know the man G-spots in his ass, and some women do that. They used to that feeling because I know when I studied abroad in Africa, guys told me
like chill.
I keep my nails.
He do it with his girl.
Oh my god.
He said he felt so good that he told her to stop because he felt like it felt like he not gonna be able to nut again unless somebody playing with his ass.
He was Nigerian. Gay now. Like I feel like at the end of the day.
So he thought it was over. He thought it was over. Like he couldn't do it no more because like he didn't want to keep on playing with his ass.
Yeah, but I feel like
I ain't want that no more.
That nigga asked you to put his finger, your finger, his ass.
She ain't asked. I mean, he actually did it. Like unexpected.
Because a real man,
because girls be trying niggas, especially out here in Atlanta. Like I know I got homegirls that would be like, girl, like I stuck my finger in his butt just to see if he was gay. Like bitches do that, especially out here. Like I was like, we from Jersey, so I've never like had none of my homegirls ever say no shit like that or try no nigga like that. Cause niggas, niggas, what a nigga will smack you and beat you the fuck up. You try some shit like that, even though it is gay niggas in Jersey, but like most niggas like. Girl, they don't play that shit. So like out here though, what like girls be like, yeah, girl, this nigga
gotta do what they gotta do because Atlanta is so known for undercover and shit.
But it's like once a guy tells you that, it's like, all right, you're gay.
Or if y'all in a relationship, like I don't know.
I'm about to say, but if it's some people say that a man, I don't know. I just don't want no man that want me to play with his butt. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you can do some other things. I'm not playing with your butt, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm a woman and you're doing it with me, but I'm not playing with your ass. You can do whatever you want with my ass.
But why
we can wild the fuck out with this. We're not about to touch yours, bro. We can do everything that we're not touching your ass. Like that's just something like I just think like as a man you gonna hold that down. Close that shit, keep it tight, bro. Like,
yeah, but that just makes you think like who been playing with your ass.
Yes,
right. So who you get to the level? Yeah.
But it do be guys that have girls at home and don't do the things that they do with their girl at home that they do with another female that they fucking with. Like literally, and it don't just gotta be the finger in the booty shit. Like it's niggas that will eat other bitches' pussies but won't eat their girl at home pussy. Like it's crazy, but it's true. Like literally, so it's just kind of like
but
you never know what you're nigga doing.
When you feel safe eating your wife,
exactly.
Fucking ass is not a stranger. People,
if they care about safety, they want to have multiple women.
Exactly,
but it happens all the time.
There you go. If niggas cared about safety, they would not be fucking multiple bitches. Period. So but it's listen.
And nobody really cares.
That was my request, and I ain't doing that shit.
So what was your question? What was your crazy question?
I've never had. That's why I say niggas know who to try. Because I've never had no nigga be like, oh, stick it in my butt, or like put your finger in my butt, or like lick my ass. Like I know girls that be like a nigga ask them to lick their ass, like all type of weird shit. Yes. Like niggas that ask them to fuck them with a strap on. Like I know females come back and tell me shit, but it's like I've never had that experience. Like I've never had a dude be like, yo, peg me, or like put your finger in my butt, like, or rub on my butt, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like the most I thought was a little kind of like crazy was a nigga asked me to suck his nipples before. But my homegirl, like,
that's the second time I heard that this week.
But my homegirl, but see, like, my homegirl, like, years ago when we was in college, my homegirl said that, like, that's what her dude used to like. Like, and he from like, you know, she was just like, he was from the West Coast, but he just liked that shit. Like, he liked his nipples sucked. So I was just like, so that's what I was like.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't really know. I think it's weird. I think it's kind of different. But
I think it's weird. What the fuck you want?
It's weird, but it was just like and that's what I'm saying. It's nipples, so it's totally different to me from actually putting a finger in the butt and all of that shit. But it was just kind of like, oh, you want your nipples sucked? Like,
Not
you know what I'm saying?
It's a tongue. It's a sense. Like you want to hang the sense. You gotta touch the parts of their body. If your nipples are large, why can't?
But I'm a female and a nigga sucking my nipples.
But I don't want a man to say, oh, lick my nipples, nigga. Let me do that shit on my own. What the fuck you look like instructing me to lick your nipples?
Yeah, but it's just that's
be a man and just sit right here and let me do.
Like, what I do.
It just really depends on the type of man, because certain men is not gonna ask you no shit like that.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's why I said that was the most request out. To me, that's crazy. What's your own?
Oh, does it go to her?
You got one?
I got one. I had like this one. I had this one potential sugar daddy while I was in college, right? And he was cool.
Potential, or was a sugar daddy?
I guess he was. I guess he was a sugar daddy, but like I never did anything like sexual with him yet or nothing like that or whatever. And like, I guess we was like having a conversation. I guess so he can know like what I'd be comfortable with and what I wouldn't be comfortable with. And all of a sudden he was like telling me he had like a fetish, and I was like, okay, like what kind of fetish? And I think I'm young then, like yeah. So I'm like, what kind of fetish? Or like, I'm not even really I ain't really even kind of clueless about fetishes at this point or whatever. So I think I might have only like 21 at the time. So I'm like, nigga, what? Fetish? I'm used to street niggas. Street niggas ain't talking about no damn fetishes, nigga. Like, so I was like, he asked me, he said, well, he told me he had a pantyhose fetish. I was like, okay, well, like, I guess that didn't feel like, I was like, what does that mean? He was like, he liked this girl to wear pantyhose. Or like stockings or fishnets, like he just loved that shit. So I was like, and he liked to just rub on them. Okay, so I didn't think that was bad. But then he goes on to say like, he actually asked me to piss on him.
I heard that.
He wanted to eat me out first, and he wanted to eat me out first or whatever, and like he wanted to. Like, I was like, I thought he was like, I bust out laughing, thinking like he was joking, and like I'm like, shut the fuck up, because he kind of was a jokester. So I was like, shut the fuck up, like whatever. And he was like, no, I'm serious, like not like right now, but he's like, eventually that's something I want you to do.
Did you say why?
It's like, I wonder why people like that.
I would have been like,
do they like this?
How does it feel on you?
Yeah, he was like, we just go to the bathtub, and he just wanted me to like do it. I was like, that just sounds weird. Yeah. I kept asking him like, were you just because you've been drinking, like what's going on? Then like another time I asked him again, like, what you told me the other day? Like you told me this and this, and he was like, oh, I thought it was serious. And like, and then he was sober, and I was just like, and then so like, I forgot who I told. I think I told my mom, or I was like, Mom, you're not gonna believe this, or whatever. So my mom was like, run, that nigga is gay. I was like, something ain't right with him. He's probably gay.
Something, but
I was like, I didn't know he was really gay.
But how sexy is?
And then like a few years later, that's when the whole
right. You don't drink water, that's
right. Like it's crazy. And then like a few years later, that's when the whole R. Kelly scandal came out with the P. And I was like, bitch, I'm glad I didn't fucking do that shit. Like, but yeah, that was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. I was like, you couldn't even pay me I couldn't even think the right amount of money it would take for a motherfucker to pay me for anybody just to pee on me. Like I was so disgusted about like what the fuck? Like even though that even shit. It's like what? Like you peeing on me?
What about a meal?
And a male at that, like them long pieces y'all be having.
I'm saying $1 million. Somebody pee on you.
Ain't nobody peeing on me.
Hell
$1
no.
million?
Oh, you
not even
piss
on
on
my
me.
feet.
Like on your head?
No, not on my head.
I feel like
that shit go drip down. That shit go drip down. Like, all of your face and all of your
It's like,
mouth.
nah, you taking it too far now.
And they gonna just spray his name on you like and curse him.
And guess what? I'll be $1 million richer. Thank you.
I'm like, bitch, you did that. Ooh.
$300,000,
Nope. Nope.
It's just like for the rest of your life,
You wasn't pissing on me.
You're gonna envision somebody pulling out their penis, pissing on you. Like that's a bad vision. A bad vision for the rest of your life.
Come here.
Why you always putting your butt on me? What's up with that?
Come here, crazy.
Okay, go to your mom.
All right, so free here. Pass the question. The box, whoever you want to pass it to.
It's $1 million.
It's $1 million.
Hey, man.
That's a free million.
Well, look at like I don't be this pissed over with.
Word. I wonder what soap you use after that.
Oh
Dish
my god.
detergent.
Ooh, look, and what if it was an ooh girl? What if it was a man? What if like someone that like
Are
is
you
like
open
her?
to
Like,
a long distance relationship? Yes.
You're open to a long distance
Yes,
relationship?
we can cheat.
What did you say? She said yes because she would cheat.
No, I am open to it because I just think that
So you're a cheater?
no, I was kidding. I
Look.
was for 8 years and I did not cheat.
Baby.
I didn't. But I just feel like when you away from someone so long, you get to appreciate them more. So when we get together, it'll be more emotion. But then eventually, it can't be long distance for too long. Like probably like 2 years I could do.
2 years?
Yeah, I could do 2 years.
Whoa.
I could do 2 months.
I did 2 years. He was in jail. It was long distance. 2 years. I can do it again.
After 8 hours.
No, that's a
So,
different.
then I can fly. I can fly in. You can fly him. You can fly him elsewhere.
Right. Yeah.
Fly to vacation.
2 years.
That was really mature.
Fly meet in the balcony. Fly me on the beach. Anywhere. Yeah. I can do it. Can you? No.
No, I could do like 30.
Yes.
Cause I'm gonna be like, why can't I see you? It's over.
Okay. Fly me on the jet right now or it's over.
But right now the world is so
I can do
flat.
it.
Like, I can do it. Oh, I
Okay.
gotta wait somewhere
So,
anyway.
My dog like weed. He does.
For real.
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
He eats my roaches.
Okay.
I'm not like I'm gonna give them to him, and he finds them.
Oh my god.
Then he be high.
Yeah, mentally I'm
So, I don't want to do this
So
one.
I got
do
so.
Because we talked about that last week.
Okay.
Building a man and a woman.
Okay.
So this one says,
What's your sexual?
What did it say?
Yeah.
oh my gosh, y'all always coming up with something. What's your sexual fantasy? What is it? I don't know.
That Jesus.
I've done a lot.
Okay, well, think about it.
else is there to
After
do?
you drop this
That's all.
baby, and you get your snatch bag, and you ready to go have some drinks and have a good time.
First, I gotta get my sex drive.
Right.
Now,
I'm gonna tell you that
sex
sex
drive.
I'm
You
gonna
that
tell you.
gas station bill.
I'm telling you that sex drive is fun. After you drop that baby, get that snatch bag, you had that first good 1942, that double shot 1942. You'll be like, bitch, I am ready to goddamn be with the shits.
I don't know.
Hit that blunt.
I hope
get
I'm
that
not like a
1942.
grandma after my baby. For real, y'all.
Nah,
he's watching.
You already
Don't
something.
kiss
You
me like
already
that.
something.
You might be on your Unleashed to Change shits like,
For
take
real,
me.
I haven't had sex during my pregnancy, so it's kind of like.
Hey,
you
that's
know,
what I'm saying. You gonna be
I
out
might
here
be
wilding.
like,
No, you might be having sex
I'm
like
afraid
straight
that my
on.
hormones change to me being
You
a
might have
little
been
more
to whoever's
horny.
watching the baby that night that you ain't come
A
on.
lot more horny.
You might
I don't want to become an info now. I just said I just want to get the sex drive. But I don't know what my sexual fantasy is. I do think like I would love to live like Hugh Hefner did, like with a house full of like bad bitches and like they just do what the fuck I say. You know what I'm saying? Bitch,
Yeah.
get dressed in lingerie, look fine as hell, and just fuck with me and my nigga. Yes, or I might be single and just I don't know.
I'd have a bunch of girls in there.
Yeah.
That's cool. Get them, you know.
Like thing one and thing two. Come on.
Bitch over
I
there.
got Monday and Thursday.
Right.
Monday and Thursday tonight. Wednesday you chill.
Right.
Go cook.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go watch the dishes. Make stuff useful.
That was nice.
There is options.
All right, well, here you go.
Alright, let's see. Hold up the show.
Get a juicy one.
I don't know which one's the juicy color, but we'll see. Think a man's like, what is this? Don't eat it. Oh, goodness. This one putting dares. Like, I can't do this one.
I didn't write any questions of her.
Okay.
They dare it.
I'm like, what? Like, who wrote this question? It's like, this is like, what is this? I want to eat it. I want to eat it. How likely are you to have a one night stand?
Well, probably a 1 to 10.
1 to 10? Ooh. How likely?
Have you ever had a one night stand? How about that?
I've never had a one night stand.
So then you're not likely to really have one.
Right.
Yeah.
And the only way I could possibly, like, honestly, like, now if y'all would have, the only way I could possibly, I don't even do that shit. Like, I don't even party. Like, if y'all would have come in my party days, that's when I was more likely to have a one night
But you
stand.
never did it.
I know.
Cause you always like stayed with them, or like if you
Yeah, like, you know, I was where like they were actually nice enough to make sure, you know, if I did get too further to make sure I got home safe. Like, I think they knew, like, you know, I wasn't like that girl or whatever. But if I was have one night stand, maybe if they, you know, it's the end of the world. Or like, you know what, come on, you know, I was saying, you know, I went to see you watching me, I'm watching you. It's the end of the world, so
I ain't gonna live tomorrow, so I might as well get it done today.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, on that note, yeah, you're gonna have to catch me. You gotta catch me. And if you do catch me on the one night stand, please, you know what? Please do not talk about it tomorrow. Like, don't act like you do not fucking know me.
That's probably someone.
I think it would have to take
Yeah,
the
I'm one of them girls.
Can
Like,
I say
can't do
something
it.
while we
I
on the
don't
topic
know
of one night
I
stands?
don't want to do it either. That's what I'm like.
I don't want no disease. No.
While we're on the topic of one night stands, I was telling my cousin earlier that my mom had a one night stand and had a baby, and we didn't know that. My brother was a one night stand until his dad told us, like, we was grown as hell. Like, my brother went to go visit his dad in 2000, so my brother was 11 because I was 10. And he come home, and he like, yeah, my dad.
Don't even know
He
my
like, my
mom.
dad talking about, yeah, get my wild out keeping you at that one night stand. And I'm like, oh damn, mommy was a hoe. But you can't think like that because you're not. Just because you have a one night stand don't mean you're a hoe. Maybe you're having fun. Because I had a one night stand one time in college. It was fun as hell. And I should have got his number. I was like, nah, me and my friends did the bed. I can't. You feel me? But I'm like,
Oh,
this
the
nigga was
bed.
good.
Oh,
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, I was for the team. But me and all my friends, like, we went to the house. We really for the team. We was for the niggas didn't know us. But the nigga was on me like, honey, number, please. And I was like, fuck, I want to get my number. But the girl's going to know. He's going to go to the crib later. So it was like, it could have been potential, but I did it for the team.
Oh my
I was
God.
like 19 though. And I was off a lot of Hennessy.
That girl, that Hannah make you sing, girl.
And he was Nigerian.
I had a one night stand before, but I had it on a sense of I didn't never want to deal with you again. So like, it was what it is. Like it was just like
Don't ever call me nigga.
dead ass.
Lock
Like, you know what? Why the fuck did I even do this? Cause
Oh,
you know, just terrible. Like terrible. Like
Right. Oh,
And it
yeah.
was just
So that was
like-
one of the ones that she was like, this one don't count.
didn't. Yeah. Not well.
You
I
arrested?
counted, but it just be like that was just a one night stand.
Everybody
We ain't
erased
gonna talk about that.
Okay, I'm gonna erase it. Well, that's that was erased.
Right.
Yeah.
We know
Somebody asked you about
literally.
it, like,
So it was just like
Never happened.
never happened. There you go. Never happened.
Good.
Lord, some people don't realize that sex, wax sex, will make you be like,
Man, Do you think if we stay with a dude, like let's say if you have everything else going right, but the sex is whack, do you think you would stay with a dude if he has everything else going, but the sex is whack?
I did.
You did? But you was cheating, huh?
No, I didn't. Cause he was taking care of me, like, so I didn't even care about the sex. Eventually, like, it didn't even matter, cause I was just like, I was in school getting my master's, so I really didn't care about the sex. I didn't really, so like, let me pay for everything while I build what I got going on. I didn't really give a fuck.
Well,
Like,
and
I didn't even have the urge for sex, cause I was so focused on what I was doing. So like, but once I got out of that, it was like, yeah, now we gotta do something, bro.
We gotta figure
Like, I had to let
that
him know,
out.
like, listen, you ain't giving me enough of that, so you gotta do something. Something might happen, bro. Make it shake.
Like, I'll be honest.
But I'm not a cheater.
like,
I was kidding.
It'd be to me, a relationship is hard without good sex, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't turn each other on, like, to me, it's like, what's the point of even dealing with each other? Because it's just like, y'all don't turn each other on, y'all. You know, like, chemistry is everything. You know, you don't want to just be laying in a bed with somebody and
Yeah,
y'all don't even
I
touch
really like
each other.
those.
Yeah, like, y'all don't even kiss each other. Y'all don't touch each other. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
that's hard.
It is hard.
It is.
I met a lot of women being in relationships they don't want to be in. That's kind of really hard.
Yeah.
I think men do it more than women, though.
Men do it for sure.
Yeah.
And especially if they can cheat and be in a relationship, they're gonna definitely stay.
Oh yeah.
And they gotta stay as long as they can. They're gonna say, I'll never leave you, my wife, you my queen. And
I
the bitch
love
gonna
you.
believe it. And they're gonna, you know, they're gonna let them stay. So, but.
Yeah. All right, toe
You
man.
like that?
You trying to hop up here?
Like
Trying to hop
that.
up here?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just trying to find an opening.
Get my lip gloss.
Okay. All right. So that wraps up the end of the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Come back and see us next Thursday at 7 o'clock. Peace and love. Hope y'all voted. Hopefully we see y'all again. All right. See y'all again. Bye, y'all.